Well, I've come out to this woodland today, which is on the Wiltshire-Somerset border, to look at a rare survivor from times of the plague. I start my exploration near Alfreds Tower, which is a folly that's built on the Stourhead Estate, and you can see it there in the mist. And we're going to walk on from here and find this wonderful thing, and I'm going to go over times of the plague and how this perhaps arrived in this area. Walking through the woods and coming onto the paths, we can see here that we've got an ancient round barrow, 2500 BC, Neolithic, was excavated by Sir Richard Hoare, and apparently a Bronze Age sword and some skeletons and flint tools were found. So we'll carry on this way now, on down this track here. And just past the round barrow, I come out to this area here, which is virtually on the side of a hill, and it's known as Jack's Camp. When I get there, I'll put on the what 3 words location so you can see exactly what that is. But you've got views up here across towards Glastonbury on a good day, but today I don't think we'll see them. So as I'm walking down this trail on the Stourhead Estate, why have I come here? Well, I've come here because this gives us a link to the Bubonic Plague and to plagues in Britain. Plagues in Britain lasted over 300 years. From 1348, it worked its way up from Weymouth in Dorset, ships landing, and all the rats were contaminating people with their fleas, and they were dying of the Bubonic Plague or Black Death. And it was the most fearful time in Britain for many, many years. And it wiped out over Europe really half of the population, but led to a change in our society. And here, what we're going to go and see is a plague stone, a stone that has survived all of that time. Just looking at the view again from this area here as I carry on my way. But as I do so, just to show you the bank up here on the side of Jack's Camp that goes all the way along, and you see go down there, is the parish bank and the division between Wiltshire and Somerset. So how was a plague stone used? Well, a plague stone was used as a way of protecting people from dropping off food for plague victims, people who've been contaminated by the plague. So what they would do is they would fill the bowled out stone with vinegar, place money in that vinegar. People would come along to the area, leave food by the side, and take money from the vinegar, believing that money to be safe and uncontaminated. And that is the way that plague stones worked. And we should be getting there, and still following along the line of the parish bank to our left, and we carry on this way here. And when a plague hit an area, or should I say contaminated an area, the dead were in some cases outnumbering the living, and they would be buried in plague pits because you couldn't really survive from it. They did have things called plague doctors who went around trying to drain the boils on people who had the bubonic plague, and they wore a weird crow-type suit, and that was for protection to them. I don't know how many of them actually survived, probably not many at all. So strange times, and we can reflect to it, I think, a lot more now since the pandemic and what we experience with, in some cases, our loved ones or not. Just coming up to it now. And here is the plague stone. Absolutely fantastic. A bowled out stone that had vinegar placed within it. It's cracked now, obviously through age, and food left by the side. More or less smack bang on the, if you look at it, on the parish boundary ditch there, that covers an area called Jack's Camp. I'll put on the what 3 words location. And this is it. So incredible to think that people were coming here, placing food by the side for those that were dying in this area. Now, it's quite possible they could have actually lived in the area up here, but there's no evidence to show that. So when we think of the plague in Britain, we often forget these stones. There is another one in Semley, not too far from here, and that's on the Wiltshire-Dorset border. And this is obviously on the Wiltshire-Somerset border. So a truly incredible thing that it's here. I'll put on the what 3 words location just up here now. So with the plague stone to one side of me, what's this doing here on the Wiltshire-Somerset border? Well, we believe it was a plague stone that was used in that way, but there is a possibility that it could have been the base to a Saxon cross, because they were repurposed in this way and used quite often. There is a possibility that it was moved from somewhere else, but we have no evidence to show that. The estate was owned by Sir Richard Colt Hoare, and it may have been that he had it moved to here as a curio, but I doubt it. So I believe that this is a genuine part of plague history that's left on the estate that nobody really looks at all, unless you know that it's here. It's not signposted by the National Trust, so the National Trust won't tell you anything about it. And it is just an incredible thing, and I've had a hang up about it for years. Why was it here? And I don't think I'll ever know, but it's just a fantastic thing to find and a fantastic thing to look at. So I'm now going to show you how to get there quite easily as well from Alfreds Tower side. And basically there's a plague stone there, and if you look through the trees you can see Alfreds Tower here, and it's coming up to the road where we saw the traffic going down earlier. Of course, I'm not trying to talk out every car that you ever could imagine went down there, but it doesn't matter. And then here's the road there, and there, and look, this little path here, and here's the tower here. So with the tower behind me, 1.3 million bricks, nobody killed in the building of it, I'm going to work my way back to the plague stone and finish off, I think. So I've come back to the plague stone now to finish my video, and to say thank you very much for watching, and thanks for everybody that's subscribed recently. And until the next time, goodbye.